Hey folks, Timandra here. Just a small shout out to let you know about my novella Blood Witch, which begins in Master Sunna's hometown of Babuk. Blood Witch is a short standalone tale from the World of the Living Blade series, and you can get your copy for 99 cents at an Amazon near you. Or head over to TimandraWhitecastle.com and sign up to the newsletter to get Blood Witch for free. Yay! And now, back to Crit Faced, where adventure comes alive. Take it away, Paul.
Warning, the following may contain displacer beasts. Join fantasy authors Phil Tucker, Timandra Whitecastle, David Benem, Benedict Patrick, and Josiah Bancroft as they roll dice and take on the bad guys in a game of Dungeons and Dragons. 5 authors, 5 worlds, 1 adventure. It's time to get crit-faced. Previously on Crit-Faced. Having escaped from the monster in the basement, the party makes their way back up the stairs into the house's attic, hoping that somehow they can escape.
Guys, I don't know if you recall, this is a very tight winding stairwell that runs all the way back up to the attic of the house. Now, as you continue to walk up this, and it's still, filled with cobwebs, even though you've descended once. The room is still beginning to shake. Like, although you've escaped from Lorgoth, it doesn't seem to be pursuing you anymore. The house continues to tremor, and now that you're above ground, you feel those vibrations even more.
Outside.
Let's get outside.
Okay.
Because the thing is, we don't want to go in back where the creepy children are.
Agreed.
Or that broom.
No.
Okay.
Yes.
So, guys,
all sorts of places we don't want to revisit.
So you exit the stairwell into, I don't know if you recall, the room with all the furniture covered in sheets. That's where you managed to find the
we're right
passage.
At the top of the house again.
Absolutely. Now, guys, this house is trying to kill you right now, and so what I need you to do, just as we begin, is to take an initiative check, because you are currently in combat with the entire house as it does its best to try to kill you.
I feel like the odds are slightly against us here.
So, new initiative checks, please.
15.
Oh, God.
23.
Nice.
I have 1.
18.
So,
where's Master Sunna? I haven't seen her in hours.
Yikes.
Who got 15? Was that Jean?
Yep.
And then Lord Master Sunna is. So, guys, it's Kellen's up first, then Lord Talfrin, then Jean, then the house, and finally Master Sunna. As you emerge into this room, guys, it is filled with a poisonous black smoke. You all take a big gulp of it as you get into the room, and you realise that this remaining in this room for any length of time will kill you. However, a quick look at the doorway and you realise that something here has changed. There's no door anymore. Instead, there are slashing scythes swinging from within cavities, hidden cavities within the walls. And they are swinging, basically ready to slice anyone into little bits if they try to get through the doorway. Also, finally, the walls of this room are rippling, and you realise that they're rippling because something beneath the wall or within the walls are doing its very best to try to get out. So, Kellen, you're up first. You're starting breathing in this poisonous smoke, so I want you to take a Constitution saving throw, please.
15.
So you're fine. You realise what's happened. You've only inhaled a little bit, and you've gotten a bit low, and you've managed to stave off the worst of the effects. What are you going to do?
I'm going to try to study the swinging things and see if I can get a sense of timing, and then try to make my way through them.
Sure. Now, if you want to study them, it's going to take you a turn to study the blades before you dive through. So, you happy doing that?
Yeah.
Okay, right. So you're going to get advantage on your check to dive through them on your next turn. Lord Talfrin, again, you're breathing in this poisonous smoke. Could you take a Constitution saving throw, please?
Am I still fatigued or exhausted?
No,
or
you got rid of that when you went to sleep in the evil spectre's bed.
19 plus 2.
Okay,
21.
again, you've managed to avoid being poisoned. And what's your plan?
So yeah, I inhale the black smoke like deeply, like, and then I exhale it through my teeth as I grin at the others to show that there's nothing to be afraid of. And then, summoning my inherent lordly dignity, I will not flee like a scullion from a wrathful master. I stride slowly out of the room, counting on my poise to disarm or dissuade any negative.
Okay, so you're going to have to take a dexterity check, an acrobatics check to get through those swinging blades. So would you like to do that for me, please?
Or I could firebolt them.
It's up to you.
I'll reconsider. Maintaining my poise, I hurl a sort of a warning firebolt across their multiple prows.
Sorry. So where are you shooting at?
Where the blades are emerging. I'm trying to blast them off their moorings.
And how much damage does that do? Or do you have to roll? Do you roll to hit?
It's a range touch attack.
Okay. Would you like to make your attack roll, please?
Sure. It is 13 plus something impressive. Somewhere here. All right. Here we go. Plus 5, so 18.
Okay. How much damage does it cause?
It deals 3 incendiary damage.
Okay. So 3 damage. So the wall of the room to the left of the doorway is now on fire. That wall, if you remember, they're all starting to ripple, and you can see that they're becoming more. Whatever is moving behind there is becoming more frenzied. Okay.
Sounds good.
So it is now Jean's turn. Jean, could you take a Constitution saving throw, please, as you breathe in the foulness coming from the stove in this room, by the way?
7.
7. So basically, you take a big gasp. Sorry, I rolled really well for that. You take a big gasp of these hard fumes, and you probably sick immediately and take 10 poison damage.
Ooh.
10 damage?
10 poison damage, yes.
10 poison damage. Well, the good news is that kills me. So, I knew I was going to.
Are you sure? Do you remember you're level 2 and your hit points were higher, or had you already taken damage before this?
Well, what did my hit points? How much did they increase after the last one? Do we remember? I just have 10 written down, which is what it was originally, so I don't know what it went up.
No, everyone will have increased by. I think.
What's your class?
My class is. I'm a very classy guy.
He's a bard.
Are you a rogue?
A bard.
Oh, you're a bard.
Yeah.
So you probably gain 4 plus your Constitution modifier. Doing averages. Oh no, so 5 plus your Constitution modifier.
That's right.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was at 10 before, and now I'm at 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
so I'm not dead, but
false alarm.
When you get poisoned, do you continue to suffer?
No, it's just poison damage. The reason I say that is because some people have protection against certain types of damages, especially as you increase in abilities.
Okay.
Okay, so that's first. After you hack up, and by the way, that's going to keep happening as long as you're breathing in the air of this room. What's your plan next, John? What you going to do, Punk? What you going to do?
I think I'm going to cast Expeditious Retreat. So I pull out my concertina, and as I continue to hack and cough, I begin to play a magical song called My Lady's Girdle, and cast Expeditious Retreat.
Okay, and what does that do?
What does that do?
Yeah.
It holds things in. It's when you cast a spell, and then as a bonus action on each of your turns until the spell ends, you take a dash action. So I can cast it and then try to dash out the room. That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Just go through the blaze, get out of the smoke before I die.
So dash, let me just double check. I believe that doubles your speed as you move. So it's not going to help you get through the blades, although you can certainly still have a go at doing that. Let me say dash. Basically, you gain extra movement, so you double your movement. So whatever your normal movement speed is, yours is now doubled.
Okay.
For doing that, but you're still going to have to try to dance through these blades. So
you don't think it's going to go well?
Well, it's going to get you out of the house quicker as long as you don't get chopped up. So,
okay, well, I mean, I'm going to die in this room of poison,
sure.
So
that's fine.
I'm going to throw myself at the blades instead.
Go for it. So you're trying to dash through. Would you like to take an acrobatics check, please?
Sure. Do I get to add my modifier for that?
Yep.
Okay, great. 17.
17, yeah, you managed to do it, absolutely. And you managed to leg it into, you're now in the landing of the attic. What's your plans as you move? Are you going to go into any of these rooms here? Which, by the way, the doorways of which also have swinging blades swishing in front of them. Unfortunately, the doorway down to the stairs has a similar device in its path. So you're going to have to dash through another set of swinging blades to make your way downstairs.
Okay.
You're more,
is it still my turn?
Because you're moving so quickly, you will certainly be able to reach the stairway.
I gird my loins and run to the stairs.
Go for it. Oh, by the way,
I did not gird them very well.
Right. What happened?
Well, I think with what I rolled here, I probably ran into the first one aggressively.
Right. What did you roll?
And with the modifier is 7.
7. Yeah. So basically you're right. You're so panicked from trying to get out of the blackened room that you run straight into the blade. Slices you for 9 slicing damage.
That does it. That does kill. That. So
Jean Mallarmé, we knew you well.
Yep. Dead as a turnip.
So
what happens now?
I think what we'll say is that Jean actually his body sort of makes it through the slashing blade, and he sort of
but his spirit,
he tumbles,
his soul.
He tumbles down the stairs. I believe the stairs from the attic lead into that room where you first discovered the spectre lady standing.
So, do I land in 2 pieces with my feet
by
my
head? You're just very bloody. I mean, nobody can really see. No one else can really see you at the moment. But,
that's good. I'm glad this dignity is not going to be shared.
He's cut up bad.
Okay.
Right. It's now the house's turn. I don't have anything to act upon at the moment, so we're on to Master Summer, still in the poison room. So, Master Summer, would you like to take a Constitution saving throw, please?
Okay, let's see. Take a deep breath, and I roll 18.
18, absolutely, you succeed. What is so you're fine. You manage to resist the effects of the horrible fumes. What's your plan?
To get past the swirling, whirling blade.
Sure.
In one piece.
Yeah, that's always good. Are you just gonna make a run for it now?
Yeah, I think I am.
Okay, go for it. Take an acrobatics check, please.
21 then.
21 succeeds. You manage to dance through into the hallway. Again, this hallway is not filled with toxic fumes. The walls of this room are still bubbling, just like I said to Jean. You can see scythes swinging or blades swinging in front of all the doorways here. And you can see a bloody stain by the doorway that leads down the stairs. Stain is part of what remains of your friend. You still got some movement left. What would you like to do?
Can I is there any way that we can stop this? Can I roll a perception check that there's maybe a hidden lever somewhere that we can
go for it. Yeah, I'll give you that as a bonus action.
12?
12. You do not notice you don't see anything at all. You do realise there was a small window here at the top of the stairs that you were able to look out of when you first came up this. That window is now bricked up. Bricks seem to have, in the very short space of time that you've been down in the basement, bricks have appeared, blocking up this window. And as you notice that, glancing in through the other doorways into the other rooms here, you notice that any windows you have sight of are already similarly bricked up as well. A number of the rooms around you do have more of this poisonous smoke pouring out of fireplaces, for example. The room to the south and one of the rooms to the north do have smoke spilling out of them as well. But at the moment, you're safe in the hallway. Okay, I'll stop you there. We'll move on to back. So top of the round, Kellen, you have been spending a round watching these swinging blades, so you would now have advantage on your check to dive through this next doorway. So,
okay, then is that acrobatics?
Acrobatics, and you get to roll twice. Pick your highest roll.
Okay. 23.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
I'll save that second roll for later.
Okay. Yeah, so you managed to dive through. You're in the attic landing with Master Sunna. You've got a bit of movement left. Is there something you'd like to do?
I guess I'll follow the bloody trail down a little bit.
Sure. Again, there's swinging blades here in front of this doorway. But you do have enough movement to have a dive through them. You wouldn't be taking advantage on these. They're moving at a slightly different pattern to the last time.
I'm going to take my time and study these as well. Try to get a sense of the rhythm.
I'm glad everyone has a sense of urgency about the bleeding to death man.
You're a very cautious raging barbarian.
Master Suna's like looking at the wall. Wow. Oh my God.
They don't have houses where I come from.
Lord Talfin, you're still in the room, aren't you? So we need to take a Constitution check.
Did I manage to blast some of the swords away to give myself in?
No, if you remember, part of the wall is on fire.
The wall. Yeah. The swords themselves were unaffected.
No, unaffected.
17 plus.
You're fine.
All right. I exhale more black smoke.
No one's left to watch it this time.
I stop then. What is the window here bricked up?
This was a windowless room.
Oh, that's okay. I suppose there's no way but past the blades.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I go back down to Lothgar, the destroyer. All right, I guess I'll try an acrobatics check to get through the blades.
Okay.
I have a bad feeling about this. Do I have anything I can do? Whiskey I can drink? Dull the pain? Nothing. 10 plus 1, 11.
11 does not succeed. We'll say you managed to dance through, but unfortunately you do get slight. Now this is a glancing blow. This time you get 5 slicing damage as you nip through.
I'm dead.
5 damage.
I have here my character sheet. I already had 11 hit points worth of damage from somewhere.
All right, excellent, good.
I don't really remember what happened, but
okay,
somehow.
Guys, you see Lord Talfin topple out of the room in front of you. He's hurt bad. And it's Jean. It's your turn. Jean, lying at the bottom of the stairs. You're going to have to take a death saving throw.
Okay.
So just roll a d20.
Okay. All right. Mother of the stage, save me. You harpy. I rolled a 2.
A 2. That's not good.
So that's what we call a death save failure.
Yes,
that's
right. That is 1 step towards
oblivion,
permanent demise.
Yeah.
2 steps left.
I'm gonna haunt you guys if you let me die. Up there looking at windows that are bricked up.
Okay, the house, I don't have anything to play with yet. So, Master Sunna, you've seen Lord Talfin. He's there on the floor in a bloody mess.
So we've got 2 people down. So I've got Lord Talfin, who's bleeding right next to me, and Jean is downstairs somewhere, probably dead.
You certainly haven't
Or at least not moving.
You haven't heard from him, and that in itself is very unusual.
Yes, not silent for.
I wish I were that kind of like monk who can also just like heal by doing wax and polish, but unfortunately I've trained differently. So,
So the way it works, just to remind you guys, you can do. I can't remember the name of the skill now. There is a medicine skill which will not heal them, but it will stabilize them. It will stop them from dying. At the moment they are dying. So you could have a go at stabilizing Lord Telfrin, so that he doesn't need to take any death saving throws.
Well then,
you don't have to. You can just like pick him up and keep running.
I say rifle to his pockets,
Just kick him in the face and run.
Okay. Because
I could probably carry him and get through, I'm guessing.
You could have a go at it.
But maybe we'll try and stabilize him.
Okay, no, this is not as easy as normally is, because you're technically in the middle of a combat situation. You've got these swishing blades, and something is. I mean, these walls are like almost paper thin now. Something is definitely bubbling beneath them, trying to get out at you. So it's going to be slightly more difficult than normal. Do you have any skills in any medicine points, or it's wisdom? Do you what's your wisdom? Because I know you don't have your.
My wisdom is 14.
Let me just get my book again. You don't have any proficiencies in medicine, do you?
I don't think so.
Okay, so 14 is just a +2.
Okay. So +2. Then the normal 20 dice, right?
That's right.
Okay. 2 + 2. I'm sorry, Lord Talfin. I really suck at this.
God.
He's been really.
That's all right.
He's been sliced badly.
That's all right.
You're not able to
I
stem.
try to resuscitate him, but
You're
I just sort of like
slapping the wound, aren't you? You're just like smacking it like a mud
exactly.
pie.
Okay. He's
It's like, wake up!
Stop
he's
bleeding!
clearly
Stop bleeding!
he's clearly dying and beyond your.
And you're making it worse.
Yeah.
I have to take 2 checks now.
Okay, Kellen, top of the round. You're up. You see Master Sunna, her hands covered in blood.
Does the pattern of that the blades are moving in, does it seem to be such that I could pick up Lord Talfrin and heave him through?
Yeah, certainly.
That sounds great. Jam the blades with my body.
Yeah.
Well, it's either that or slowly drag you through.
I mean, you'd be strong enough just to pick him up and make your normal run for it.
All right, well, I'll do that. I'll pick him up and then go.
And you studied.
Now, do I have an advantage since I studied?
Yes, yeah. I'll give you advantage.
All right. Ooh, that's not good.
So,
yes.
10.
Oh.
10 does not succeed. So,
does that mean I take damage since I'm in his arms?
Well, you're not, and no, it does not.
What?
I was carrying
They
you
get
on the other
sliced off.
side.
So you do. I think
Cradling you like a babe.
you
Body shield.
again just nicked as you leap through. It's just 1 hit point actually. You just lose 1 hit point for that failure.
Oh.
I've been rolling very high this evening, which is good for me.
I noticed.
Yes.
But yeah, we managed to get through. Lord Talfrin, would you like to take a death saving throw, please?
I would be enchanted. An 8 plus Constitution.
Nope, just an 8 is bad.
Oh,
You're dying.
Hey, buddy.
Jean,
Go
I
towards
see you
the
waiting
light.
for me at the pearly gates.
Woo!
Jean, lying at the bottom of the
Same.
stairs, would you like to take your second death save, please?
Sure. This time I'm going to call out to my stage manager, since the lady of the theater didn't do me. Save me, Ronald. Rolled a 7. Eat it, Ronald.
Yep. So
Hope the rats feast upon your face.
that's your
Not nice.
that's your second death. So a failure. So one more of those, and that's a permadeath. It's an actual death. So
Oh no.
Hey, guys, take your time, like smell the flowers. That's what I say.
Okay, so the house, I don't have anything. So Master Sonna, it's up to you. You see that you're the only one left in the landing. Everyone else is heading down the stairs. What's the plan?
Well, I would join them, but can I? I think I have like throwing darts.
Okay.
Could I? I just wanted to check if this is just like if the bricks are just an illusion.
Okay. With the bricks on the window?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because maybe we can crash through a window or something. I don't know.
No Talfin through.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you could just go up and touch them.
What have you got to
Because
lose?
there's a window. There's a window in the room with you.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
So I rolled 16.
Okay. Oh, so you're just throwing that into the brick? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it smashes into the brick, it embeds into, slightly into it. It's real. It's definitely real.
Oh.
So
Okay. Well, armed with this new knowledge that there is definitely no escaping from this hell house, I will attempt to join the others on the staircase downstairs.
Okay.
Let's see. And I must have been distracted because I just sort of walk into the blade
Okay.
for some reason.
What did you get?
3.
3. So you get 3 slashing damage as you leap through. So
Okay.
So we'll say everyone's on the staircase in some form or another. We're top of the round. Kellen, you're coming down the stairs. You can see Jean in a heap at the bottom.
Multiple heaps.
Does Jean Marleme appear to be in the worst shape of?
You can tell his breathing is shallow and rapid. He's almost done.
Okay, I'm not very good at it, but can I try to stabilize him?
You certainly can. Yes.
Okay, I'm doing medicine.
Yep.
All right. Wish me luck, Jean. 4.
We are cursed.
This is not going well. Lord Talfin, would you like to take your second death save, please?
Does anybody have any healing potions or anything?
A 5.
You're slightly closer to death, Lord Talfin. It's good times.
I'm not gonna let Mallarmé beat me at this race.
Jean, would Jean like to take a death saving throw, please?
This is
This is the big one.
I feel it. I'm slipping away. I call upon the one person who ever failed me, the makeup lady. She was quite a marvel. Save me, makeup lady. Okay, so I mean, like, that's a 10.
10's a success. 10 is a success. It's the lowest. It's the lowest possible success. So
aim high.
So you're not yet dead.
Okay. What happens? Can I get up? Can I walk away?
No. Sorry.
Can I make a sandwich?
It just means that this turn you've not died. You're still going to unless anyone stabilizes.
You're
going to have to test again. But it's Master Sonna's turn. Master Sonna, you're on the stairwell. Your two friends, they're both very close to death. What's the plan?
I should try and stabilize.
Which one do you save?
Our bard, because he has healing powers, which I have experienced myself. So Let's see if I can do a better job than with Lord Talfrin. Nope.
Oh, God.
What did you get?
So that's
Get
4,
these doctors away from me.
4 plus
More
2,
leeches.
6.
Oh, that's not a
So
success.
I bend over to
More
sort
mercury pills.
of do mouth to mouth, and I accidentally headbutt you.
Crushing
let
his
me
nose.
die.
Okay.
Just let me die.
Dignity.
Kellen.
Come on, Kellen.
I tried again to save Jean Marleme.
Okay.
Come on. 14.
14 is a success. You managed to
Yay!
you managed to stem the bleeding, and you can just tell by slightly more color coming back into his cheeks that he's he's in a safer place now. He's obviously not conscious yet, but he's not having to take any more death saving throws. So,
Oh, thank God.
unlike Lord Talfrin, whose turn it is right now.
Don't die.
Wait, I'm going to change dice. This one's not been working for me.
Throw that one in the yard.
I'm going to burn it. This one has been failing. I'm not going to. Here we go. All right. 10 or higher. 15.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yes. Also not dead yet, but you're
Okay.
still having to keep testing.
That was the one that saved me.
Okay, Jean, you have nothing that you need to do right now. I'm afraid you're just comatose. That's it.
Great.
So I don't have anything to do, Master Sunna. What's your plan? Jean is fine. Lord Talfrin is not. Also, you're in a death house. Go for it.
Now, I would love to try and save Lord Talfrin's life, but I'm sort of getting this weird vibe that will not be successful.
The problem is he could die. That's the other problem.
You got to try.
I've got to try, yeah.
You are the worst healer I've ever seen. You gotta try.
But you still have to try.
Is the
What's the
martial arts
worst that can happen?
instinct?
you go to
Karate
less,
taught me to
healing
help.
hands on the enemy.
So I chop down.
Punching me in the throat.
Yeah. Okay, so I will try to stabilize poor Lord Talfrin with a 12.
Yes,
Oh.
that stabilizes it.
All right.
Absolutely. Again, just wanting to emphasize this, like bare minimum, but yes, you managed to stabilize him.
All right.
So I didn't inflict more damage. That was my main goal.
I was impressed.
You're on the stairs.
What was down toward the bottom of the stairs where we found Jean Marleme?
Sure. So the stairwell opens up into the room, the bedroom that you saw the spirit standing in the corner of. Unfortunately, this bedroom also has a fireplace. And this poisonous black smoke is billowing again from that fireplace. You know that if you I'm telling you, like technically, if you get into that room and you have to start your turn in that room, you'll be poisoned again. You can also hear a swishing noise coming from inside the room that is reminiscent of the swishing noises you had to dodge through upstairs.
Are there any other doors?
No, there were actually other doorways, which are one of them that you can just see here without going into the room. One of them is bricked up, and the other one is a door that you never actually went through, and it's open, but it has a swinging blade swishing in front of it as well.
Is there a window?
No, the window is bricked up. There were multiple windows. They're all bricked up, just like the ones up in the attic.
I'm gonna do another rage.
Okay.
I see my last one has expired,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna take a hard charge at the bricked up window, and try to bust through it.
Sure. Is Lord Talfrin still on your shoulders?
I'll set him down gently.
Okay. Right. Go for it. Smash into the window.
Right. It's a strength check.
Yeah.
Okay. I do get advantage on strength checks while in a rage.
Okay.
First one's a 17.
Okay.
Next one's a 17.
Okay. We'll say that you are successful and you manage to dislodge a couple of the bricks and they tumble out of the house. You can see outside the mist that was outside of the house has receded slightly. You can get a glimpse of the street below you, and you see that the mist has now receded, so that the street is now visible again. But other than that, you're still up. This is the third floor of the house, so it's quite high.
And so this is a straight drop down to the street.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay.
Don't jump.
So you're going to end your turn there. Lord Talfin and Jean, you're dying, but not dead. Master Sunna, it's your turn. You've just seen your pal slam into a wall. Good.
Is there any further way down? So, like another staircase, or?
Well, if you remember the layout of the house, you could run back out onto the landing. That's where the main stairwell then is. That takes you down to the bottom floor of the house. But you've not seen it yet. But there's a doorway between here and the landing, and judging by what's happening in the rest of the house, there'll be some blades to dance through to get through that doorway. Please also remember that the walls all around you are rippling. You can now hear scratching noises, coming from behind the bubbling plaster.
I'm sure one of us has rope, so if we can bust out, then you can just
In fact, I have a 50-foot hemp rope.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
Okay. So I think I have rope as well.
Do we have any dynamite? Anybody have any dynamite?
We have fireballs.
No, because he's dying.
Not conscious fireballs.
He doesn't do those in his sleep.
Is there a way where we could, is this something that we could maybe tie a rope to and try to, carefully lower ourselves to the ground?
Okay. I mean, there's certainly plenty of objects in the room you could tie a rope to. I mean, even the planks of the staircase that you're on right now, they're exposed planks, so you could knot one around that plank and then throw it out the hole. Need to enlarge that hole. Don't forget the room that you guys are in, or that Kellen is in at the moment, is filled with this poisonous smoke as well.
What about laying each of our unconscious friends on a plank, wrap the rope around it, we can lower them out one by one?
Yeah.
Or just toss them out.
Okay, guys, what's the plan?
Well, we're still trying to get out of this damn house.
Yes. Yep.
And you're making it very difficult, so...
Well.
Should we try that one door?
We can try the door. I mean, it can't be worse than swishy blades and poisonous fog.
Well, the doorways, all the doorways in this room have swishy blades.
Okay.
So the doorway out onto the landing, swishy blade. The doorway into what looks like just a box room, swishy blade. So, there's a lot of death to go around. And I'm going to have to say that you stand around saying nothing if we don't decide on something quickly.
Then I'll try and go into the landing beyond.
Okay.
And check it out.
Yeah. What about, are you going by yourself? There's two bodies on the ground.
People.
There are two bodies, but I am unfortunately not as strong as Master Kellen is, so I unfortunately have to leave you both in his loving and trusting hands.
Okay.
And his -1 medicine skill.
So I'm trying to dodge through the swishy blades that lead to the landing.
Yeah, go for it.
18.
18, absolutely. You sort of dance through them gracefully. The landing is similar to the way you remember it. Well, in fact, that's not true, because last time you were here, this landing was in okay repair. This time it's not. This is, I mean, obviously the building's falling apart anyway, but also this landing seems to have weathered decades within the space of about half an hour. It's, the paint is long peeled off the walls here. The plaster work, although it's currently bubbling with something scratching, trying to get out from it, is yellowed and worn. This looks like an ancient building. Otherwise, there's you can see the staircase leading downstairs. It would be perfectly safe. You could continue to run down it if you wish.
There are no swishy blades?
No swishy blades on the staircase.
Okay. That's odd.
Okay. Well, most staircases tend not to have them.
Not in this house. Okay, then can I proceed and just check out what's down there?
Yeah, go. So
I carefully and very cautiously go down the stairs.
Right, we'll say that your movement ends as you're moving down the stairs back to Kellen. Kellen, what's the plan? Oh, you got to take a Constitution saving throw because you're in the room filled with poisonous smoke.
9. No, 7. 7.
7 does not succeed, unfortunately. So you take 4 poison damage as you breathe in a lungful.
Okay.
How are you doing?
Are these swinging, swishy things where Master, in between me and where Master Soda went, are they literally blades from top to bottom, or is there a part that I could potentially catch and try to stop?
No, blades all the way down. I would certainly. You cannot see any of the lever mechanism. It actually doesn't make sense when you think about if Kellen was able to take a moment and think about the physics of the thing. There's just no way this could work. But it certainly is what's in front of you, and you have first-hand evidence that these will harm you if you interact with them.
Okay, I'm still in my rage, so I have an advantage with strength. Can I grab both Lord Telfrin and Jean Marleme and dash through?
I'll let you do that because I'm a kind of generous man. So would you like to take your...
Well, I'm actually going to... Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a round or a turn to study the pattern and try to gain an advantage in getting through.
So at the moment, are you standing basically with one under each arm? And,
I'm trying to hold their mouths shut.
Okay.
Not just so they don't speak, but so that they don't inhale black smoke.
Okay. So while you're doing that, Master Sonna, back to you, wandering down the staircase. Are you just going to continue to head down?
Yeah,
okay.
I think so.
The staircase winds down. Second floor, seems similar. The house is in, it's as if it's been left derelict for decades. There's some smoke pouring from some of the rooms, but otherwise the landing of the second floor is fine. You get down to the bottom level of the house. Your movement would take you to the very bottom of the staircase. Again, similar situation, decrepit hallway. You can tell there's a lot of smoke going on, swishy blades, defending each of the entrances, including your escape from this final hallway. You'd have to jump through another vicious pendulum just to get out of the house. But otherwise, there's nothing impedes your way as the building falls apart around you. No movement left. Is there anything else you want to do at the bottom of the stairs?
I'll call back upstairs and ask Kellen to be quick about coming downstairs. It seems safe.
Okay. Kellen, would you like to take your Constitution save? See how you do with the poison?
Oh, man. Oh, all right. 19.
19 succeeds. You get advantage to dive through the death pendulum.
All right, here we go. 22 on the first one.
Okay, what does that look like?
it's kind of like the Matrixy stuff we were talking about earlier. Of, kind of bending backwards at impossible angles, all the while holding Lord Talfrin and Jean Marlemay's bodies, and like some kind of mad waiter slipping on the floor, but not managing, not spilling the trays of food, of meat.
Excellent.
Excellent. Meat.
Okay.
So objectified.
Yeah, you dive through and you hear Master Sunna shout out from below for you to hurry up. Are you going to use your movement to run down the stairs?
Sure.
Yep.
Sure.
So, Master Sunna, you're back to your turn. You can hear Kellen come in. You probably just see him just at the top of the staircase where you are now. What would you like to do?
So can I roll a perception check and see if there's some kind of hidden lever here?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
To stop the swishy blades?
Yep.
And I totally fail because I rolled a 1.
You're probably distracted by the squeaking, the chorus of squeaking that starts to echo from all around you, and you realise that the scratching from the plasterwork. You actually see parts of the plaster start to break off, and you can see little claws just from all over the building start to poke out from between the plasterwork as the building continues to fall apart. Okay, are you going to use your movement at all? At the moment, you're still at the bottom of the staircase.
Well, I would very much like to get out of this house, but my sense of loyalty and duty to my comrades says I must stay and try and assist as best as I can.
Okay. Back to Kellen then. Kellen, are you? What are you going to do?
I'm just heading down as quickly as I can.
Okay, you're also aware of these. It's certainly these things starting to break through the plaster as it chips away, and it all starts to fall down around you as well. Reach the bottom again. There's so you're beside Master Sunna now. Guys, what's the plan?
We break out of this house.
Okay, you've got as you move back towards the main entrance to the house, you realise that there's one final swinging blade here. You can see the streets of the town just beyond in the sort of the grey half light of the mists. I guess it's time to dive through this final set of blades. Who'd like to go first?
I'm going to take my time here.
Yeah, okay.
So I can't carry anyone because my strength is I only have 8.
Oh, sure you can't.
So I'd love to.
I'm a slight man, like Marlemay he's an actor, so he has he's kind of fat. Man.
I think you guys are all a lot
his middle
heavier
of one
than
of his best features.
Well, it's sort of like a ballast on a ship, it serves a purpose.
You're a caravel.
Yes.
Okay.
So I will attempt to make my way out through the swishy blade door.
Okay, go for it. Take your dexterity check, acrobatics check.
8.
8 does not succeed.
Oh, hang on, but 8 plus
karma.
5 dexterity.
Okay, it still does
Correct?
not succeed. Still does not succeed, unfortunately. So as we leave, the blades give you one final goodbye. 5 slashing damage.
Oh God! Don't say
How are you doing?
No,
the
7. I've got
I
7.
can only carry 2.
You've got 7 left.
Yes.
So you sort of, as you fall out, the blade sort of slices, and you can feel this tearing behind your back, and you don't land properly, and you tumble down the final steps onto the path outside the house. Meanwhile, Kellen, what are we up to?
I had studied the swing of the blades,
Sure.
and so now I'll go through.
Take advantage. Yeah.
12. No. And 5.
And 5.
Oh.
No, it does not succeed.
Ow.
So you take 3 slashing damage as you leap through the final blades. How does that leave you?
Hang on. I have resistance to slashing damage while in my rage.
So you only take we have to half it and then round up, so you take 2 slicing damage instead.
I'm in pretty bad shape, but I'm still standing.
Okay. So, guys, you have successfully escaped from this house. Master Sonna,
Never
death
go
house.
back in.
Master Sonna, you are in a heap at the bottom of the entrance stairway. Kellen, obviously you've got your comrades unconscious under your arms, and you're just taking some damage upon leaving as well. Both of you are suddenly aware of a figure in the mists standing in front of you, just out of proper visibility, but you can still see that there is a tall human shaped figure standing there, and then suddenly the figure raises its hands and slowly begins to clap. And then it speaks.
Congratulations. I had not expected any of you to survive. Perhaps you will indeed provide me with a distraction for a short while.
And without saying anything more, the figure recedes from view, and as it does so, the mists, as if picked up by a gust of wind, withdraw as well. And within seconds, entirely withdraw from sight. You've got full view of the town around you, but more prominent than anything else isn't the town itself, but is the massive cliff that you can now see overlooking the town. And high above this cliff, hundreds of feet above you, the towering spires of an ancient castle that penetrate the skyline like a lance through a heart. Mm-hmm. You guys have completed the prologue to...
Oh, that's the prologue? That's the prologue?
That was a tutorial.
Crit Faced is a weekly Dungeons & Dragons podcast. To make sure you never miss an episode, and to get an exclusive prequel episode of the podcast, where you can find out what our characters were up to before this adventure began, head over to critfacedpodcasts.com and join our Crit Faced fan group.